The one blessing that has come out of this is that I am no longer chronically online. This does not touch me in the same way that it used to. That I'm lucky for. Your death threats are not touching me. Calling me an OnlyFans whore is not touching me. Yeah, I dropped an OnlyFans. Yeah, my life is different. But thank God I'm no longer chronically online. Thank God TikTok doesn't own me. Thank God that I'm the happiest I've ever been, that I now have this space and energy for new relationships and new love and new life.
Right. And that little intro. Thank you, Peas World, for that intro, and Salah. Is the wrapper, the packaging, the theme of this video. This video has nothing to do with them short of this little intro here, but you will see what I mean as the video progresses. Yep, so as you may or may not have been able to guess, my Twitter/X has been permanently suspended. Not even deleted, just permanently suspended. Now, this has been, what, over a month now? Let me see if I look at some metadata here. When the hell was this? This was taken 2/29/2024. Yeah, I believe that's when I believe that's when that happened. It actually could have happened earlier. But you see it here. I am permanently suspended, so apparently that's the worst that can happen. Now, this means that I appealed it, but I'm permanently suspended. Alright. I have no idea what the hell happened, because I have been on there. Let's see now. What caused me to start Twitter in the first place was the first Bird Box movie. And I don't know why I decided to open an account there, and I make sure I remember my first post as well. It was in regards to Bird Box, where I believe it was Kenshi, I believe it was the blind guy with the blindfold in Mortal Kombat. I basically made my very first meme ever of, like, what the hell was it? So, something about the Bird Box movie where they had to go around blind, and then I had a picture of Kenshi with his sword, and I think it said something like, "All right, hold my beer," or something. I forgot what it was. Too late to go find it now. But point is, you see it here. Let's blow this up. Let's blow this up. And these are all screenshots from my phone, because apparently when I log in on desktop, there's nothing there. But when I log into my phone, I can at least see my tweets or posts, some of them anyway. All the pictures have been stripped, so basically it's a bunch of text, and it's really hard to get the context of them. I can't go to what they're linked to if I'm replying to somebody. It's weird. So there's this one. And permanent suspension. This is our most severe enforcement action. Permanent suspension, an account will remove it. Permanent suspending an account will remove it from viewing, and the violator will not be allowed to create new accounts. When we permanently suspend an account, we notify people that they have been suspended for abuse violations and explain which policy or policies they have violated and which content was in violation. They have not done that yet. And I have the emails to prove this, have been sending appeal after appeal after appeal. I've sent like about 5 or 6 appeals now from the time I realized this thing was suspended, when I woke up one day and tried to post and then got hit with that, to when was the last time I tried to send an appeal? I don't remember. But I tried sending it, and not only that, I get an automatic message saying, "We reserve the right to blah, 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 blah. Your account has been suspended. Thank you." And that's it. It's like an automatic message. I know nobody was there sending it. So this right here that they said, suspended for abuse violations and explain which policy or policies they have violated and which content was in violation. That has not happened to me yet. I have not been told which one. So far, none of my stuff has been... My whole thing was just removed, but nothing specifically. Anyway, violators can appeal permanent suspension if they believe they made an error. They can do this to the platform. Okay. Upon appeal, if we find the suspension is valid, we respond to the appeal. They just have an automatic thing for this. At least in my case. But anyway. And here you see it. Your account is suspended after careful review. We have determined, and yet, interestingly enough, this was the last thing that I was able to post. After careful review. Really. Permanently in read-only mode. So why don't you just delete it to the point where my account is gone and I can't even log in? Like, it's just wiped from the servers. Why not just do that? However, I'm not sure what triggered this. Again, they have not told me, and I have sent at least 6 appeals now. But I think it started somewhere like this. And of course, this is screenshots because I don't know if they're going to actually just delete the whole thing to where I can't even get these screenshots. I can get them from my phone. As you see, they're all from my phone. None of them are desktop. But right here, and keep these in line. Keep these in mind for later. If you're born that way and it's not a choice, and you can help. Okay, you know what? You can see it. You can see it. I don't need to read this. Here you go. You can see. Here you go. Read that. Okay. Especially this name now. This name right here. Keep this name in mind for later. And you see what I wrote here. Okay. Same thing here. You tagged the FBI. I also tagged the FBI. Wish they would chime in unless I'm completely right. There you go. I have not said anything. And this is what it's in response to. This person right here makes fun of deaf girls on Monkey. I have no idea what Monkey is. I actually tried to find this post again, but again, I can't. Okay, I literally can't anymore. Okay. And here's one where he is doing something with children. This is the deaf girl that he was making fun of. If you guys are able to, if you have a Twitter account, X account, whatever you want to call it, and you can go see this, you see it here. Just do a search for this, and this may come up. But this one right here, this is what my post before about the freedom of speech and all that was in response to. These girls, I believe, on this side of this thing were like, what, 7 or 8 years old. This guy, I don't know, maybe he's in his early 20s or something. He was sitting here saying something to them to the effect of, hey, come over or let me come over and beat that pussy up. These girls were like 7 or 8 or 9 or some shit. No, 7, 8, 9. Maybe more like 10 or whatever. Point is, if they were even in their teens. I don't think they were in their teens yet. So 12 and under. Okay. And he's saying that. And that is where me and this lady here, I'll say lady, and you'll see why I say that, we're going back and forth. We were going back and forth in more or less just talking. We were not disagreeing with each other. I was not defending this dude. Okay? And the reason why I said, what was it? This is because I've seen documentaries, and blow this up. I've seen documentaries about this. Being sexually attracted to children is not a crime. Trying to act on it is. I have seen documentaries, plural, on this. That's the reason why I said this. Okay? Now, Twitter, X, and Elon Musk and et al. Claim to be also freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. Oh, wow. And yet, this is the really the only thing, because this was the last thing that I posted of any kind of serious consequence before I got banned. Okay? And this lady here, interestingly enough, and this ties into this whole theme of this video, which is not even so much about Twitter as a whole, but we'll get to that in a moment. Pornhub OnlyFans, right? Now, when I went to her page, apparently she was having problems with, of all places, Pornhub. Apparently, Pornhub banned her. How the short of doing some underage shit, which I highly doubt was the case, how the hell do you get banned from Pornhub? She apparently was one of the number one or one of the top creators on Pornhub, and she got banned from there. And she made some video, which I can't get to because my stuff is banned here on Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it, where she basically leaned into Pornhub and half leaned in, half crying how she just lost all of her income. And that is the main theme of this video. That is the main point of this entire video right here. She, not her, but the whole thing of income and social media in all of its various mutations and manifestations. She apparently lost everything, like all the work she did, all the collaborations she did, all the dicks that she got slammed with. She lost it all. Porn star, okay, I don't think that's, well, porn star rank, but maybe not on Pornhub. Maybe that's just porn star in general. I don't know. She lost it all. Okay? And here it is. I am blocked. I don't know why she blocked me. Again, we didn't have any disagreements, but whatever. Okay. I don't know what that is. This is something different. Okay. So, there's that. Then this happened. Oops. Oh no, playing after ads. Ew, gross. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alright, I'll try this one more time. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. So there's that. Let's just go ahead and read. 4-minute read, quick read. Let's do this. Washington. The House approved a bill Wednesday that would, and okay, this was 4 days ago, and right now it is Sunday, March 17, 2024 at 10:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so there's that. Washington. The House approved a bill Wednesday that would force TikTok's parent company to sell the juggernaut social media app or face practical ban in the U.S. Now, obviously, I don't care. I have never had a TikTok, but we'll keep reading and we'll get into that. President Joe Biden has said he would sign it if it makes it to his desk, but the legislation's fate is uncertain in the Senate, where the bill has proved much more divisive. The bill cleared the House with strong bipartisan support, 352 to 65, with one member voting present. Okay. Of the legislation, proponents argue the app, immensely popular with teens and young people for its customized song and dance feature on short clip videos, poses national security risk. Okay. TikTok's parent company, ByteDance, is based in Beijing and may expose American user data to Chinese government surveillance. This is the same shit that they said about Kaspersky. If anybody knows Kaspersky, if you don't, look it up, but if anybody knows Kaspersky, this is more or less what they were saying about Kaspersky after Kaspersky's Internet Security Suite did on the government computers that it was installed on exactly what it was designed to do. It found some virus that was being made, I think it was by either the NSA or CIA or somebody. Okay? It found that virus and removed it. And that apparently caused some gigantic stink. And that is how, oh my God, Kaspersky can't be on any government whatever. And now here we go with this again. As though Americans' data can't be sold to the highest bidder, either in America or outside of it, by all these other places, most notably Google and Facebook. Okay. The FBI and the Federal Communications, FCC, Federal Communications Commission, have warned that the company could share sweeping user data. And I say data, I don't say data. Not that it makes a difference. Including browsing history, locations, and other identifiers with Chinese authorities. Okay. I'm not about to read all of this. Okay. For its part, TikTok says it stores all American user data in a US-based entity, and the storage is solely managed by the company's US-based security. Okay, that doesn't mean much, but okay. Their efforts, however, have done little to alleviate lawmaker concerns. The Biden administration last year called on federal agencies to delete TikTok from all government-issued mobile devices. Okay, well, as a cybersecurity... you know what, let me not even get in on that. Especially considering that I do work for the government now, so let me not even say that. I'll cybersecurity concerns. Why the hell is that shit not locked down? Anyway, devices. Congress, the White House, and the U.S. Armed Forces had already banned TikTok from the devices. Why the hell is TikTok of all things on any of them? Okay, you know what? Never mind. TikTok launched an intense lobbying campaign ahead of the House vote, urging its users to call their representatives and urge them to vote against the bill. The company's CEO, Shou also visited Capitol Hill on Tuesday to persuade lawmakers, mainly senators, to oppose it. Former President Donald Trump waded into the debate as well, coming out against the bill and posting on Truth Social, his social media app, if you get rid of TikTok, Facebook and Zuckerschmuck will double their business, referring to Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. The bill was fast-tracked to the House floor after it was approved by the powerful House Energy and Commerce Committee last week by a unanimous vote of 50-0, a stunning, unusual sight for the lower chamber. This sounds like somebody got paid. Anyway. As bipartisan as the bill's support was, the effort still received pushback from lawmakers who say an effective ban on the app would limit freedoms of expression. Yeah. Rep. Robert Garcia, D. California, along with a handful of other progressive lawmakers, held a press conference Tuesday with TikTok's content creators warning against an effective ban. With TikTok's content creators. Now, keep that in mind. Remember what I said about that one porn star girl who got banned from Pornhub. Okay. Content creators warning against an effective ban. Here we go. I was going to get into this later, but I'll just do it now. Any ban on TikTok is not just banning the freedom of expression, you are literally causing huge harm to our national economy, Garcia said, noting TikTok use as a platform for small business. Not only small business, I'll just say it right now, and this is not just TikTok, but social media as a whole. There is no shortage of people out here whose sole income and not only sole income, but sole claim to being of consequence to any degree is all based on social media. Sure, you have your businesses and stuff as well, but just after I first came across this article, I can't remember if it was a video down here somewhere or something where some woman, white woman, went and lost her mind off this thing because it's like she literally said what I'm saying right now. Hey, my entire income is off TikTok. Like literally my standard of living came from not only social media but TikTok specifically. You ban this, I am sliding down. I am free falling towards homelessness. I'm paraphrasing here. Right, so case in point. Let's blow this up. Now I couldn't find that lady's video that I originally thought about, but obviously she's not the only one. So I simply just went and typed this in: effect of TikTok ban on people's income. And then there's, in fact, here you go. Just go all along down here, right? But let's head back to this, okay? And I'm not about to read all this. I'll have a link, like I'll have a link to everything else, but we're just going to go through two things here. Yeah, come on, refresh that. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. Your computer may not be optimized. Okay, well, that's fine. Here we go.
The thing that pisses me off the most about this whole potential TikTok ban isn't that, oh my god, I might not be able to endlessly scroll and numb my anxiety with this app till 12 in the morning anymore. No, it has nothing to do with that. If anything, that sounds kind of nice, okay? What bothers me is so many people, average people like me and you, have found a way to make some extra income from this app. I do not know how the fuck else I would have been able to save up $20,000 for a down payment on a home in the past 4 months if it wasn't for this app. Because of this app and the money that I've been able to make off of the videos that I post, I've been able to actually, finally, for once, make some minute progress toward a financial goal. I might actually be able to afford a house in the near future, and that's literally because of the secondary income I'm getting from this app. I keep hearing...
I'll keep playing that, but interestingly enough, ooh, the Chinese. China, Kung Flu, and all that business. The Chinese allowed this American to finally, in America, to finally be able to afford a house. That's not gonna look good. that can't look good. The Chinese commies and all that business. Okay, just saying. Moving right along.
These politicians and members of Congress and even Donald Trump talking about how the kids, they love to use the app and do their silly dances. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! It has nothing to do with dances. Music isn't even like a thing on TikTok anymore. It's the fact that people are literally making a living off of this app and you are just willingly ripping that out from underneath them without like taking any precautions. This just goes to show once again how fucking out of touch and geriatric our American government is. Like, it's not just a bunch of influencers making millions of dollars a year who are going to be now losing their main source of income. It's average people, once again, like me and you, who are making a couple extra $1,000s a month off of just posting videos, who are now going to be like, oh my god, I'm back to the shithole all over again. I have my qualms with this app, don't get me wrong, but the things that this app has done financially for just the average American is crazy. Literally anybody could get on the app today and within a couple of weeks, if they just build up to 10,000 followers, could be making thousands of dollars off of one single video that they posted. That's work that I'm doing myself. I am making these videos by myself. I'm putting in the effort. I'm putting them out there. I'm putting myself out there. And in return, people are engaging with my videos. They're learning something. It's an equal exchange. And I'm getting money from it. And don't even fucking get me started on how this is so obviously not about our security. They don't give a fuck. If you gave a fuck about our security, we would not be sitting here allowing Facebook and Instagram to keep running, okay? You don't give a shit.
Yeah, hey, as a cybersecurity expert and cybersecurity pro, all I have to say to that is, yeah. Okay. Ah, wow. This is delicious. Moving right along.
Fact that this isn't owned by an American company and you're losing out on money. Also, the collective power that this app
What did I
has is
say?
crazy. And they know that. They see how quickly we can all come together, people all around the world, for a particular cause. We've been boycotting Kellogg. We've been boycotting Starbucks. We've been talking about Palestine. You're seeing what it's like when average American people are capable of hearing one another talk.
Oh, yes. Speaking of Palestine, not that I'm picking up the cross for Palestine, but let's just say on that same, I just realized this, I just remembered this, on that same Twitter/X account of mine, let's just say I have been not so much pro-Palestine as I've been, let's just say I've been neutral. Not even neutral. Let's just say I have not exactly been bowing down and bowing out to the Jews and to Israel. That's about as specific as I'm gonna get. Okay? That is about as specific as I am going to get. So there's that. And if anybody remembers anything as far as, oh my God, Jews in Israel, Fresh and Fit. Remember him? For anybody who remembers Fresh and Fit. Yeah. It's amazing how, like a few short weeks, if it was even a few short weeks, less than a month, after that Israeli girl got her ass kicked by, I don't know if it was that Spanish female security guard that they had there on Fresh and Fit's thing, or maybe, God forbid, she was Palestinian. That Israeli girl, and deservedly so, got her ass kicked, and then thrown off. Physically thrown off of Fresh and Fit stuff, they end up getting demonetized. Not even banned, but just demonetized. Fresh out of nowhere. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, of course, I was not pro-Israel. Not even anti-Israel, but just not pro-Israel for quite a while now. And I wasn't banned then, so I don't know. But that just reminded me of that, hearing him say Palestine. So, moving on.
And come together as a collective force, and they don't like it. So this is to all you grandpas and grandmas in Congress. Turn up your hearing aids so you can hear me, okay? Let's just pretend for a second that you do genuinely believe that this app is a threat to American security. Fine, I'll take your word for it, okay? At the very least, don't sit here condescendingly and talk about, the younger generation just can't fathom living without their silly TikTok dances and memes. It has nothing to do with that. This is a way that people are making money. This is a way that an average...
why should they have to in the first place, Like, why should they have to live without it anyway? Like, I don't get just taking it away just to take it away for take it away's sake. Okay.
American can actually finally get by and maybe feed their children. Have you thought about that? Of course you haven't, because you are, again, way too old to understand what TikTok even is. You don't even fucking understand why we're using this app anymore. No one is using TikTok in 2024 to do the fucking dab or whatever the fuck you think that we're doing nowadays. We're doing it because we're making money. Okay? We're doing it because we're keeping one another informed and educated in a non-biased way, and y'all hate it! You hate the fact that we have the power to communicate to one another as average American individuals face to face without your propaganda to just spin it around and censor everything. I see you, Congress. I see you, and I don't like it.
This is actually the first time that I've played through his thing, and the first time I'm going to play through this other one. So I didn't even realize all of that was going on TikTok. All right, let's do
Interesting
this.
article, and I think it's actually it's pretty juicy. So the Senate has spoke out after this overwhelmingly vote from the House, which was forced, I think. But yeah, they're starting to kind of think twice about this whole deal with TikTok. So they just crunched the numbers, and they just found out that 170 million Americans use TikTok services. Okay, and on top of that, 7 million small business owners. Now, what does this mean? I mean, you don't have to be a genius, guys. That's fucking over half our country is on TikTok using their services. And on top of that, you've got 7 million businesses that are providing money and taxes to our economy. Okay? So now the Senate's like, I don't know. I mean, think about it. Is our economy that great right now? No. Okay. So, like, do they need all the money they can get, the tax monies they can get? Abso-fucking-lutely. Okay. So now they're saying they're going to drag their feet. They're going to maybe like come to a different conclusion than what they were previously going to do. But yeah, basically, guys, I wouldn't be too worried about this. I think the numbers are starting to pop up. I think the old Treasury Secretary is starting to look at everything, and they're like, this might not be good for our country. So hang in there, because there just might be a surprise up their sleeves.
Well, that too. And, well, that too. So, there is all of this. I shall again have a link. But just to let you know, it's not just me talking out of my ass here. Yeah. And that's just these two. Especially him. Okay? That's just these two. There are countless others. Alright. More results. More results. Yeah, so there's that. And this is the thing, and you know what? I'll have a link to this. I'm not even going to finish reading this because really I'm trying. This is part of the main point of this entire video here. Luckily for me, I have never expected. Well, I've never made money off TikTok, off Twitter/X. I was not monetized for that, so I really don't care. YouTube, this YouTube thing, I have gotten what? Since I became a YouTube partner way the hell back, like probably over a decade back now, okay, or more than likely more, I have probably gotten 7 to 9 checks from YouTube, okay? So in over 10 years, in over a solid fucking decade, 7 to 9 checks. So needless to say, I am not depending on YouTube to live. I'm really not. Okay? I am not depending on any kind of social media. So if all my social medias go down, LinkedIn, Facebook, and my YouTube channel just completely goes tomorrow, I'll be fine. Because I never depended on them in the first place. And I always had when I kept seeing people's channels go down, way back in the earlier days of YouTube, when I saw people's channels go down and then I saw all these monetizations, I kind of put 2 and 2 together here, and I'm just like, oh, that's not really good if you're sitting here building all this shit up and then fresh out of nowhere, it can get just removed from you for whatever reason, if there's a reason at all. We reserve the right to... Your entire standard of living, all the thousands you're making. And we reserve the right to delete... What? Fucking hell. And there have been YouTubers, and this is YouTube now, there have been YouTubers with silver and even gold play buttons who have had their shit fucked with, and they found it harder than they expected and that it should have been to get in contact with somebody, even though silver and especially gold play button means that you are of consequence in YouTube's eyes, and therefore you're not to be fucked with like that. But even those content creators, not recently, I don't think, as far as I know, but earlier back, think 10 years ago, 10, 15-ish years ago, those content creators were having a hard time. The very first adpocalypse, I think it was. Shit, man. You go and build this entire thing on something that can be taken away from you because of whatever reason. A AI that's not tweaked properly, which is probably the case in my thing with Twitter. Or somebody who felt offended by whatever the hell it is that you had on your channel or your tweets or what. Shit. Insane. And this is the thing. So my thing is, first of all, there's no shortage of people, especially on YouTube of all places, but on social media as a whole, that are faking it. Like, okay, like take me for example. I have never faked it. Here it is right now. I am trying to get up to move where I live, and the place where I'm going to, if I get the setup that I want, assuming I actually like it, having my stuff out in the open rather than in my room, I will have nothing but glass windows all around me overlooking the town. That will not be a green screen. I could also move to a high-rise that I was looking at, and then I'd have an overlooking of the city. That will be real. It will not be a fucking green screen, okay? That is the one thing that I have not done this entire time that I've been messing with online anything and social media, and that is fake it. I drive a, what the fuck is it, 2015 V6 SL Altima. So if you see me driving a Porsche or a BMW or a Mercedes or something else, number one, it's mine, and number two, unless it's, of course it's like a rental or something, but I'm not renting those. Okay, I'm not like car rental-ing something like that. So if you see me in one of those, it's mine, and I earned it. Okay, it's not a rental from somewhere. It's not Turo, whatever the fuck it's called. If you ever see my background looking like a high-rise apartment building with glass everywhere, that's really where I fucking live. It's not a green screen. I am not faking it on here. But there's no shortage of people that are. There is no shortage of people online whose main, if not only, source of income is here online, and their whole claim to being of consequence any at all is again online. That goes away because they violated some rules, either some rules that were built in from the very start that nobody ever enforced until 10 years later, and people are wondering what the fuck, or some new rules that come about. And then that goes retroactively to all of their stuff that they made before these new rules came. And now they're gone. And that's the whole thing with this whole social media thing that people really need to take a look at and really need to... This is the video I'm talking about where I'm going to play some stuff from this girl, but not the whole thing. If you want to watch her whole thing and all that, go watch her shit. But this is the whole thing with the social media thing where people really need to honestly, if it goes away tomorrow, who the hell is going to know you from thin air? If social media goes away tomorrow, people are going to know who Mike Tyson is. People are going to know who, give me somebody. People are going to know who... insert famous fucking person. Hugh Jackman. Keanu Reeves, right? Whoever. Infinity Stones with that Thanos snap. Yeah, hold on, let's do that again. Ah, shit. Hold on 1 second. Infinity Stones, Thanos Snap. There we go. That's the one. Social media is gone. Either society moved on from it, like they moved on from MySpace, although it's still social media anyway, but, you know, or just all social media turns out to be some massive security risk of whatever the hell, national, international, intergalactic security, whatever. Point is, it's gone. Either for you or just as a whole. Now what? Now what? And I've said this numerous times before. Yo, this person that you follow on social media, that you watch all their content, that you binge watch the hours that they put in, live stream this and that. If this goes away for them, what are they going to do? And I really don't want to sit here and start listing out names, but I have 30 names off the top of my head of content creators just on YouTube alone where I'm like, nobody knows who the fuck you are outside of your echo chamber bubble here on YouTube. And these are guys and girls. Assuming some of them aren't just flat out AI. Actually, 2 of them are AI. But 28. No, 30. Okay. Nobody knows who the fuck you people are outside. Like, I walk outside and say your name, assuming you know your real name, or even just your social media name. Nobody knows who you are. Okay? Nobody. So, people really need to start thinking about that as you sit here and deal with crap like this, like TikTok getting banned, as though Facebook isn't probably worse. Okay. And you know, you sit here and talk about people's data, but how much of this data is stuff that people willingly give out? Like, I don't think TikTok is collecting people's information and pictures and this and that like Facebook is. Alright? But let's continue. Again, I'm not going to play this girl's stuff, all of it, but let's just get into some of it.
Alright. I have to address this right now. I cannot wait because I just had a conversation that just reiterated this to me, and I have to get this off my chest. I have to call this out for what it is. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get straight to the point, you guys. We have been sold. We've been sold. There is a major lie that's...
And I don't know, she looks like late 20s or a good-looking early 30s, I guess. But I'm gonna try late 20s. So she's probably more or less roughly 10 years younger than me, as I am 37 now. Ugh. And you know, it's just like at some point, you know, it's phases come and go. But anyway.
Social media has convinced us, conditioned us, and sold us on. And the biggest lie, what I'm calling the biggest lie social media has sold us on, is that we have to be there.
Exactly.
We must be on social media, otherwise we're going to, and there's a laundry list of things that you're going to miss, or that you're going to feel or not feel. And I just have to call them out right now in this video for what they are, which are lies. They are conditions that we have been trained to believe and feel, and we can absolutely have the decision and the choice to be on social media or to not be on social media. It's a conversation that I have to start because...
And I guess the choice was made for me, by and large, thanks to Twitter/X. And now I'm honestly looking at all of these other social medias. I'm looking at them with the bombastic side eye, because I'm like, I have 29 friends on Facebook. I can't remember the last time I talked to any of them on the phone or saw any of them in person, and it's only 29 people that I actually do know. I text my sister some time back, whereas we were working out some stuff with my mom. Okay? Who isn't on my social media. And that was about it. LinkedIn, again, I haven't logged into my LinkedIn since I was looking for a job way the hell back, about a year ago now, this March? Yeah, March of 2023. Right? And the only other thing I have, since again Twitter and X is gone, is this YouTube business.
It
Don't have to be here.
really makes me sad when I talk to someone who really believes that they don't have a choice, that social media is somewhere they have to be. So I just quickly wrote down a couple of the lies that I hear far too often that social media has made us believe that just aren't true. I'm going to debunk them right now, so that we can bring to light the truth that you have a choice whether or not you have to be on, whether or not you want to be on social media or not. If you feel like it's a place you don't want to be or you shouldn't be, then you absolutely don't have to be there. And the concerns that you're feeling, I'm going to say, are so valid. You are not the only one who feels that way, but I'm going to uncover some truths today that I hope is helpful for you.
Now, I say that I'm not going to play this lady's entire thing, and I'm going to try not to, because go give her the freaking views. I mean, it's her content. Go give her the views and fair use and all that business, missiles. But it's going to be hard to not play through this whole thing, because yeah, but I guess all the more reason, go watch her shit.
So, the first lie that I'm going to debunk is that you won't be connected. How will you stay in touch if you don't have social media? Okay, I have all these written down on this cute little notebook I found in my car. It's giving me major like Blue's Clues vibes if you ever watched that as a kid. So, you won't be connected if you don't have social media. How will you stay in touch? Second lie is I will lose friendships and I will lose relationships if I'm not on social media. The third lie, I will be irrelevant, I will be forgotten, I will be lonely without it. You won't be able to start or grow a business without social media. You will have this feeling of FOMO in the pit of your stomach forever. It's just not going to go away because you're going to be missing out or feeling like you're missing out forever if you don't have social media. You'll be bored. What are you supposed to do with your free time if you're not scrolling or filling the times, the little gaps in your day with social media? What will you do with your time? Or maybe you're feeling like you are the problem. You look around and you see everyone else is on social media. Everyone else seems to be just fine with it. But for some reason, you feel like it affects you in a negative way. And you just can't handle being there. But you feel like, okay, everyone else looks to be fine here. What's wrong with me? Maybe I'm just the problem and it's actually not social media. Okay, so those are the ones that I wanted to go over today really quickly that I just had on top of my head. So let's debunk the first one, which is you won't be connected. How will you stay in touch? This is a lie because you aren't actually getting the type of connection that is fulfilling and meaningful through social media.
Which probably is the reason why so many people are so effed up right now, and this is really young millennials and damn near all of Gen Z and whatever the fuck is coming after them, good lord. Yeah. This is one of the reasons why you all are so messed up. Because you have a million freaking friends, and this is messed up in just everything, like case in point, dating apps, right? You have a million friends on social media, and yet you walk outside and nobody has any knowledge of your existence, even the people that literally just looked at you on the street. Shit. Oh, but I have 1.85 million billion trillion followers on TikTok. This video of me doing whatever the fuck just went viral. Okay, viral. Ooh, viral. Never fungal or bacterial or sporal. I don't know, but always viral. Ooh. Even though obviously not all viruses spread like fucking wildfire. But I guess this video went wildfire. I guess that doesn't quite work. Moving on.
You can stay connected with the people who you care about, and this is the kicker, who care about you.
Care about me? What the fuck? I'm listening.
Off of social media. And no, it doesn't have to be inconvenient for them, because if they care about you, they will make the time to send a text instead of liking your posts online.
Blasphemy. This freaking witch. I don't know. Actually, no, she's kind of hot. Let's get a better stop. Okay, we'll do that. What the hell are you talking about, Mrs. Madam, Ma'am, Madame, Mademoiselle? Care about me? Care about me. And not just likes, hearts, likes, comments, subscribe, buy my merch, and Matish Hanley says subscribe. Okay, let me like, comment, subscribe, smash, not gently press, violently smash the like button. Because all of this is brought to you by our sponsor, Blue Chew, Tej Hanley, and all. Man, fuck. Oh, I could piss some people. Oh, marvelous. Moving right along.
I think we make up in our head that, I don't want to be inconveniencing anyone and telling them to keep me updated on their life through a text or through a phone call instead of just following them on there. And this is a trap because it keeps you connected to people who you otherwise wouldn't stay in touch with.
Sis, I'm 29 people I have on Facebook, sis, and you're the only one that I talk to every now and then, once a blue moon. But yet I gotta keep this whole fucking Facebook on my phone for you. Sister of mine, biological sister of mine.
It keeps you connected with people from your past who you don't need to be connected with anymore. And you feel like this ties them because you see their life online. So it's a trick of connection because you feel so connected, yet you feel lonelier than ever. There's a reason our society is having this loneliness epidemic. And
What I just said. Now, again, I am not about to play all of her stuff, so let us skip to this one.
Number 3, you will be irrelevant, you will be forgotten, and you will be lonely. This one's interesting because social media has kind of created this shallow society where we feel like we have to flex our lives, we have to flex our achievements in order to feel like we've done anything cool or anything noteworthy in our life. So the feeling of being irrelevant, I think, comes from not being able to share. If you're not on social media, you're not sharing something amazing that you've done or how far you've come in your life, and people aren't validating you in that way. So you might feel kind of irrelevant, or you might feel out of touch if you're not up on the latest trends that people are TikToking about or that are all over Instagram. But as someone who's been offline for almost 9 years, I have to say, and maybe I am out of touch, but I don't think that I'm totally a weirdo and totally out of touch and irrelevant because I'm not on social media, because I still live in the world.
And even though you can tell she's not 18, she again does not look like she has broken the 30 barrier yet. Whoops. There we go. And I see no gray hairs. I see no massive amounts of wrinkles that are out of place. Like nothing is going on down here with the gut action. Well, not gut, like neck action. No, none of that. This is normal. This is normal for anybody who has ever moved their face, so that's fine. So yeah, and she's been off what? Social media for, by her own admission, 9 years. And this video was 11 days ago. So yeah, just 9 years from 11 days ago. Okay. The amount of stress that probably gets alleviated by not constantly seeing people fake it, and that's before AI came into the mix, faking it like they're all on the goddamn Forbes list, right? Like they gotta pay to stay off the Forbes list. With their fucking green screens of them on a tropical beach or them in some high-rise apartment, penthouse suite with the lights down. Man, yo. Meanwhile, people who aren't faking it and are truly trying to be the way that they see people are online, trying to really achieve that, thinking that they're going to be one of the cool kids. All the cool kids are doing it. These people, they're wondering how the hell these people are getting it, and these people are not getting it. She's been off for 9 years and not a single gray hair. Me, I wish I could say the same, although, hell, I'm 37, so I guess I really have no choice or thing, but I have three exactly, 3 gray hairs in this gigantic, massive beard of mine. 3. All the other ones are jet black, but the gentrification is starting. Moving right along.
Still am friends with people who are on social media and who are doing these things. And I know about things that are going on because I am friends with people who are in these areas, and because I live in the world and I pay attention to things that are going on around me. So
Exactly. Again, if you want to go, again, watch her stuff. But let's move on to this one, which is probably the biggest one for a lot of people, considering how many people are trying to make it, much less may have quote-unquote made it on social media as far as monetary income. Let's go.
okay, next was you won't be able to start or grow a business. And honestly, I'm not a marketing professional. I'm not like a big business person, so maybe I'm totally a shot in the dark here. But I firmly believe, and I refuse to let social media tell me that I have to be there in order to grow a business. That just anything that tells you you have to have it or you can't do or have this just doesn't sit well with me. So if there's a will, there's a way. I know there are plenty of people out there building businesses without social media. I know there are plenty of companies out there who don't use social media. I know that it's possible. And I also challenge you to ask how social media is even working for you in your business right now. Because how is it giving you clients? Is it generating revenue? Is it really doing the thing that you're wanting it to do? Or is it just something that you feel like you have to do because everyone tells you you have to be there? Just some food for thought. But I think that is a lie, that you have to be there or you can't start or grow a business.
To which point I add, what happens if for whatever the hell reason, like the lady who lost her porn business on Porn fucking Hub of all places, she now lost all of her porn income, and that was apparently 100% of her fucking income, right? Okay. People that get banned from whatever, what will you do then? If your entire business, be it a brick and mortar business or an online business or a social media business, is all based 100% off social media, what then happens if you get kicked off and you cannot get back on and you don't have anybody you can call to get your ass back on there? Then what? That's the end of your business? That's it? Chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bankruptcy? Whatever chapter fill in the blank bankruptcy? Is that it? Really got to think about that. Alright, let's go to this one. This is probably the one that I felt for the first 24 hours after I realized that I was banned from Twitter/X or whatever. And as the hours went by after those initial 24, the more I realized I did not need it. So it was like forced withdrawal. And now a month out, and I'm just like, I hope they do reinstate my account so I can just fully delete it myself. Like wipe me from your servers. Like my account never existed.
Next, you will have this feeling of FOMO forever. You're going to feel like you're missing out always, and that's really not a good feeling. No one wants to feel like they're missing out on something. And this just isn't true, because once you're offline, once you take an extended period of time offline and you're initially feeling FOMO, you're initially feeling like, what is going on right now online that I'm not knowing about, that I'm going to miss out on, you will probably feel that way at first. But over time, that totally fades. That totally is something that goes away.
It took me 24 hours with X, so yes, she's not lying.
And becomes a fleeting thought that once existed in your mind, because the reality of FOMO is that you're really not missing out on anything that's really beneficial or life-changing for you most of the time.
Once again, she's telling the truth. What did I say earlier in this video? I was struggling to try to keep posting on Twitter/X. Like, yeah, okay, I watched something and then I might have posted a little bit and maybe done a hashtag or two, or if I opened it because I'm bored and then saw something that, okay, I'm gonna post my comment on this comment chain based on this or whatever the hell. That was about it, but honestly, it was draining for me. And now, and despite the fact that it was draining for the first 24 hours, I'm like, oh no, what the hell happened? Because again, they didn't even tell me why the hell they did it. They did not even tell me why, even though they said they would, why and which specific content was the reason for my shit going down. I don't know. But, yeah, there was nothing on Twitter, especially with the, okay, you know what? One other thing. Just before I got banned, I noticed that I kept getting a lot of people that started following me. And those people looked like they were either bots or AI. Well, yeah, bots. Honestly. But I don't see why that would cause my channel to go down when a whole bunch of bots that you, as a platform, should be handling is following me. I had like, what, 30 some, I was following less than 10 people, and then I had 30 or 40 or 50 something people following me, and out of that 50, maybe about 9 to 13, 14 of them were not bots but actual people, 2 of which I actually knew, 1 of which is actually my girl. Okay, so there's that. That was the only other thing, but short of that, yeah, no, I wasn't missing anything.
You can even do an experiment and leave for an extended period of time and then go back and even catch up on everything that you think you may have missed. And at the end of that, I'm confident that you will see that you really didn't miss anything important. So FOMO is just this illusion, and I challenge you to flip the way that you think about FOMO.
Right. All right, there's 2 more.
Okay, there's 2 more. Sorry, this is really long-winded. I had to just get this off my chest because I'm going to lose my mind if I don't just talk about this right now. So the next one was, I'll be bored, and what will I do with my free time? And it is an adjustment for sure to fill your time with other things when you're used to filling the pockets of time with scrolling social media. It's definitely an adjustment, but it's absolutely something that you can fill with other more productive and meaningful things. Social media is the biggest distraction. So when you're feeling like you don't want to do something that is like heavy on the brain or requires a lot of mind power, social media is a great default. But it doesn't leave you feeling great after spending all that time on there. So if you're worried about being bored, change the way that you think about boredom. Boredom gets a bad rap. Boredom's like that thing that no one wants to feel. Nobody wants to be bored these days. It's like such a dread to be bored. But honestly, it's an opportunity to feel bored. It's an opportunity to have a few minutes or a few hours in your day where you get to decide what you do with your time. That is a gift because not everybody has that blessing. So see boredom as an opportunity to learn something that you're interested in, to write down your thoughts, to connect to yourself, or to literally do nothing, to learn to sit in the silence.
Yep. And last one. And again, I skipped through a lot of this, so go watch
The
this
final
thing.
thing that I wanted to touch on, the final lie is that you are the problem. That because you struggle with comparison, because you feel like when you're on social media, you can't handle the overload of information, you can't handle that type of environment and atmosphere, you feel like maybe you're the problem because you look at everyone else online and you see that they seem to be handling it pretty well. So what's wrong?
Seem. Quite right, madam.
Wrong with me? And I have to say that just like you view other people online, people aren't necessarily going online and sharing how social media is making them feel. They're not going on there and saying how it's damaged their mental health necessarily. So you are forming assumptions and opinions about how other people are feeling online based off of their highlight reels. You don't actually know how they're feeling deep inside. I guarantee, and I'll be bold enough to say that a lot of people are feeling the exact same way you are once you get on social media. And the feelings that you have of feeling like it's not a place that you should be, or feeling yucky and down, and whatever you feel after spending time on social media, you are the only one who feels that way. I hear from enough people to be able to validate that that is just not true. So if you're in your head thinking that you are the problem, you aren't. In fact, I think that you are the glimmer of hope that's left in humanity. I think that those feelings that you're having once you get online are something telling you that this isn't natural for us humans to be living in this social media driven world.
And I'm going to end it right there. Feel free to go and watch her whole thing from start to finish. What does this sound like? In fact, what I'm about to say right now is it just hit me right here, right now. I didn't think of it. Obviously, this whole video is not scripted. What does it sound like what she just literally said? It's not natural. It's not real. What does it sound like? At the risk of sounding like certain types. Sounds like breaking free from the Matrix, doesn't it? It sounds like the Matrix has most, if not all of us, and some of us are breaking free. At the risk of making her out to be like some hot oracle or something. Yeah. Just saying. So, that I believe is it. I am banned from Twitter, X/whatever. I have no idea why I was banned, and at this point, I honestly don't care. Despite it claiming to be freedom of speech and last bastion of whatever the fuck. Okay. It has yet to do what it said it would do in its own policies of letting you know that you were banned, why you were banned, and what specific content was the reason why you were banned. Okay. Or post or whatever. Okay. We have TikTok getting banned on less. And that is going to cause a whole bunch of problems, and that could set a precedent for all these other social medias where people's up to and including 100% of their ability to finance themselves through life is based on social media. Okay, not social media with a degree to fall back on, degree of consequence. Not social media as a hobby, but you're actually working some six-figure job, six-figure after taxes job. No. Social media is it. All the eggs are in the social media basket. Okay. Oh, fuck. I mean, like all of my eggs, I've said this before, all of my eggs are in the IT basket. Anyhow, IT as an entire world or field doesn't work for me, I'm on the street homeless. Okay, I am homeless, starving on the street if IT does not work out for me. And by the way, it's looking specifically the cybersecurity side of the whole IT realm universe. All of my eggs at 37, too late to start over, is in the IT basket. Okay? A lot of these people's eggs, especially considering that social media and all that, seem to have been their last ditch Hail Mary chance, because short of that, it's back to the doldrums, it's back to the dregs, it's back to their life before social media, which was probably super struggling, right? Before they broke out on because of OnlyFans or because they did some fucking dance or some shit, right? Like, fucking hell. Like, pick anybody here. Like, just hell, pick even the #1 dude on TikTok as of this making of this video. Again, Sunday, March 17th, 2024 at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Who is the #1 person as far as income on YouTube? Now, what if something happens where that person's stuff goes away? Now, okay, they probably have other investments if they're smart. Okay, but I'm just saying, their #1 thing that brings in all the money, and it's gone, and they better hope that they had shit set up to where investments and dividends and all that business and this and that, maybe they had to Ozark some of that money, if you know what I mean. I don't know. Oh, man. So, anyway, there you have it. My advice to anybody who is trying to still in today's day and age make it through social media and get rich off social media, maybe instead look out for the next wave of whatever the hell is coming. I guess AI is it. I don't know. Or maybe what is going to succeed AI. I don't know. But something tells me that with the way social media is going right now, it might not be the best place to try to. That bit of thin air quicksand is probably not the best place to set up your castle. It's just saying. Just saying. Maybe it might be enough to provide a couple of mixtures of concrete, but to make the entire castle out of social media, and anyhow the wind blows or the sand moves or the water doesn't stand still, then all of your shit goes down. Not the best. Anyway, later.